What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another day of For the Clout #1, the inaugural tournament of the Buy Esports League, the MSN Esports League. My name is OG Goblin. I go by OG Goblin Games, OG Goblin Gaming. I am your host for tonight. I will not be joined by Tim for Broke, but he is in the chat watching. I cannot wait for tonight's competition to begin. We are diving into the loser bracket. Let's go ahead and take a look at that loser's bracket right now. Those are feet. We're going to take a deep dive into the loser's bracket. Oh man, nothing like a good stream without a couple of technical difficulties. Oh, you gotta love it. We are diving in from yesterday, where we had some absolutely insane matches coming out of the first couple of rounds. We had Nightshade get defeated by the Bushido boys, who went on to take on the Carolina Reapers, who beat them 2-0, followed by Khajit Has Wares versus Voldemort. Khajit Has Wares swept by 2 points. Again, taking a solid lead. BB3, the underdogs of the tournament, went up against the Paul Youngs, went to Game 3, and succeeded in the champions bracket. Bloodbath and Beyond then went on to take on Kamikaze Experience, winning 2-0, no need for a third game. Followed up, we had the Carolina Reapers facing off against Khajit Has Wares. Two of our high-seeded teams went to Game 3 as expected, and the Carolina Reapers walked away with a victory. Next matchup was BB3 against Bloodbath and Beyond. They took their matches 2-0, no need for a round 3, which leaves us going into the winner's bracket, Carolina Reapers versus BB3. I cannot tell you how excited I am for that match. We will see the outcome of that tomorrow when we revisit the upper bracket. But today, it is all about the loser's bracket. The loser's bracket began last night with Kamikaze Experience versus Nightshade, with Nightshade taking the win 1-0. The bottom, sorry for the typo, the miscorrection. The winners in the loser's bracket had to go on and take a best of one at a random choice between Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, and Control. They, as in Nightshade, won the very first match. Moving on to the next round, Nightshade versus the Paul Youngs. Paul Youngs took it 1-0 against Nightshade, knocking them out of the competition. Next down, we had Voldemort versus the Bushido boys. The Bushido boys also took it 1-0, knocking Voldemort out of the competition. Where we end up tonight, two amazing teams working their way through the upper bracket and through the bottom bracket. We have Khajit Has Wares versus the Paul Youngs. They will be our second match tonight, a match that I am greatly looking forward to. Two upper bracket teams followed exactly how we intended them to play. And here they are getting ready to take each other on tonight in a game of Hardpoint. The matches were chosen at random, and Hardpoint just happened to be what we're setting the stage for both teams, including our show match, our beginning match of the night, Bloodbath and Beyond versus the Bushido boys. There is some absolute tension in the air tonight. Things started out rough for the Bushido boys tonight as they were forced to sub in what a lot of people in talks today and in the chat considered one of their higher ranking players. Baxon, not able to play today, had to be subbed in. Thank you so much. Shout out to Nathrot from the Kamikaze Experience, popping in and showing the Bushido boys some love as a sub. If you see him, if you hear from him, if you know him on Discord, show him some love. Let him know. And Bloodbath and Beyond. I say there's some tension in the air as well, because not only are they going against each other in this great bracket, we've got some rivalries going on from the depot. You already know, if you work in the store, we've got Show Me Your Kitties, Tony Bushido, and AJ Darkfire competing against each other. Who is going to reign supreme? Who is going to get that trash talk going tomorrow morning when they all show back up to work together. I absolutely cannot wait. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your bracket. This is the stage that is set, and I could not be any more excited to bring you this action. We will get this match going in just a moment. We are just waiting on our teams to join lobbies. If you are just jumping in and you are not familiar with what's going on tonight, this is the MSN Esports League. We are a network of Best Buy stores competing against each other soon in the future in multiple game titles, including but not limited to Call of Duty, Overwatch, Apex Legends, a plethora of games. Right now, this is a store-specific competition, so if you find yourself over at the Pineville Best Buy outlet store, just if you pop into the store for a brief second, maybe you're going to the Super G Mart, maybe you're going to Eating Hot Pot, maybe you're going to Carolina Place Mall, pop in and just say, hey, I was here, I watched the competition, you guys did absolutely amazing. Show these players some love. As we wait for these players to enter the bracket, we are going to go to a quick break. Thank you for joining us. We will not be gone long. We will be right back. We will see you in just a moment. And we are back. All the players are in the lobby. We just pressed the start match button. We are getting ready to go right now. Once again, thank you for joining us on the MSN Esports League, hosted by OG Goblin Gaming. I hope you enjoy the match. We will be casting over it. Let's go ahead and switch over to gameplay right now. As you can see over here on Alpha, representing the Bushido boys, we have Nathrot, AJ Darkfire, and Tony Bushido. And right now on Bravo, we have Show Me Your Kitty, Emperor Uzumaki, and Ogno getting ready to start this match. Please pay attention to the, pay no attention to the bug at the top. This is not a best of 5. This is a best of 1. CDL, hardpoint, let's get into it. Starting with AJ Darkfire, one of the showers on this team. Looking forward to seeing how he takes his approach to staring out of windows and getting his kill. Look at that, he goes straight for the window and gets a kill off on Show Me Your Kitties and tries to pick off Ogno. Gets the double pick. Is he gonna move in and move up to take the point off of Nate? Oh! As I said it, Nathrot gets the pick on Emperor Uzumaki. Moving on to view, Tony Bushido sets up in the door, trying to get a pick off of Show Me Your Kitties, but I don't think he saw her there. Little does he know, Ogno is sitting on the capture point, sees Show Me Your Kitties on the left, takes down Show Me Your Kitties. As Tony Bushido takes down Show Me Your Kitties, Ogno takes down AJ Darkfire, and Emperor Uzumaki gets the kill on Tony Bushido. Nathrot down the lane, and gets taken down by Emperor Uzumaki gets taken down by Nathrot, and the Bushido boys get a hold of the point. Finally getting some much-needed scores on the board. Ooh, Emperor Uzumaki gets another pick. AJ Darkfire lays down suppressing fire and takes out the entire enemy team as AJ Darkfire popping off. KD 7-1 right now, holding it down as they move on, defending the next point. Emperor Uzumaki holding down the point but can't maintain, gets taken out by AJ Darkfire. Nathrot taken out by Ogno. AJ Darkfire holding the spot, takes Ogno down, continues to contest. Emperor Uzumaki tries to move in but gets laid out by AJ Darkfire. I think this man has been practicing all day long. This performance from AJ Darkfire is incredible tonight. We should have seen it last night, but he is here to perform. We have a kill streak on the board. Is it going to connect? It does not. That's fine. He's got the performance to make up for it right now. Switching over, we have Ogno trying to get in there, but AJ Darkfire has found himself a nice little hidey hole, taking out the team left and right, just racking up the points for the Bushido boys. Ogno trying to move into the last point, gets taken out by Tony Bushido. Nathrot holding down the hard point, trying to make something work. Takes out Ogno. Tony Bushido just absolutely killing it out here. AJ Darkfire takes down Emperor Uzumaki, and they continue to have their strangleholds on the hard point. Emperor Uzumaki trying to make something work. He takes out Nathrot, thinks he's gonna go up, try to get the high ground, but continues to stay low. Will he get picked off there by Tony Bushido? He does, trying to infiltrate. Show Me Your Kitties seems to have made a little minor mistake in taking out her own teammate Ogno. Let's make sure too much of that doesn't happen. Otherwise, we're not going to win this competition now, are we, folks? Unfortunate. AJ Darkfire has the high ground, gets to pick off on Show Me Your Kitties, and we move on to defending still the Bloodbath and Beyond just cannot get a stranglehold on the hard point. Trying to cap in on those last few points. They put 2 points on the board as the Bushido boys get a very quick defensive posture on the hard point. Let's get a view in on Bloodbath and Beyond. Ogno trying to flank around, trying to make something work. Emperor Uzumaki getting into the hard point, but gets taken out by Nathrot. Tony Bushido coming around, trying to also hold down the point. The flank doesn't appear to be working. Show Me Your Kitties is trying to flank around, sees Nathrot, gets the kill. Oh, just as you thought they were finally about to get some points on the board. Ogno coming in, takes down Tony Bushido. AJ Darkfire coming in with some flash utility. Gets taken out by Ogno. Points are on the board for Bloodbath and Beyond. Kill streak coming out of Ogno. 6 kills in a row. Impressive, but she finally gets shut down by Tony Bushido. Trying to get the point back for his team, but fails. It's taken out by AJ Darkfire. As AJ Darkfire tries to get a few more points out of that hard point, we switch over to the next hard point. Tony Bushido is first to arrive. His teammate gets picked off, tries to get the pick, gets the pick, but gets shut down by Show Me Your Kitties. Tries to hold on to that defensive posturing. AJ Darkfire tries to get a pick, but it doesn't work out. Emperor Uzumaki was there to have her teammates back, but it doesn't work out for her in the long run. Once again, the Bushido boys racking up points on the board. They are having a hard time. Once again, it seems like some trades are going on. Maybe there's something we don't know about. Ogno now takes out Show Me Your Kitties with the kill streak. Show Me Your Kitties trying to make something work. She manages to get it, but unfortunately gets taken out by Tony Bushido. Nathrot trying to hold down the point. Ogno coming in to try to put points on the board. Makes it work. Finally, we're starting to see some more points. They have a 100-point deficit here right now, and they made it work. They managed to choke out a few more points from the hard point. Nathrot manages to stop the movement onto the defending point and shut down Ogno. A little bit of damage done. Taken out by Emperor Uzumaki. Really trying to make something shake here. Ogno with the high ground. Sees the shooting fire from Tony Bushido coming out of the door. Managed to get the pick. Will they be able to hold this hard point and get some much needed points on this scoreboard? Nathrot coming in. Show Me Your Kitties taking up another defensive posture. Ooh, but Nathrot gets the drop kill. Ogno places down some utility. They take each other out. Pardon, AJ Darkfire takes out Ogno. AJ Darkfire takes out Emperor Uzumaki and attempts to take out the utility. AJ Darkfire trying to hold it down. Stop a much needed push from Team Bravo. Bushido, first one on the new hard point. Met by Ogno. They haven't met yet, though. They haven't seen each other. Ogno takes the challenge and comes out on top. They need to hold this hard point for the entirety of the point if they are going to make something happen, and unfortunately they do not. AJ Darkfire trying to take up his typical defensive posture. Doesn't work out for him. And it looks like Bravo may finally be able to get a hold on a complete hard point. Here's the hoping. Tony Bushido trying to make the move in. Lays down a shot on Ogno. Gets the pick. Nathrot comes in. Gets the pick off of Tony Bushido. Pardon, Emperor Uzumaki. And once again, the Bushido boys have what they need. Show Me Your Kitties is trying to show out and take the point back. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. Ogno manages to get a point back for their team in these last 5 seconds. What you're seeing is very good rotations from the Bushido boys. They say to themselves, look, we know the point's gone. We know the point's about to be gone in 10 seconds. Let's go ahead and start that rotation as early as possible so we can get into the positions we need. Show Me Your Kitties is about to meet 2 members of the Bushido boys. Is she going to take them out? Almost gets the double pick, but AJ Darkfire has the wherewithal to see his enemy and take them out. That's what we're looking for in this kind of game. This is looking rather grim for Show Me Your Kitties. It's not looking great. They are holding down those points. They need to do something now. They need to take it right now and hold it. Hold the next. But I don't know if that is going to happen. Ogno takes out Tony Bushido. AJ Darkfire on the point. Manages to hold it down. Seeing some excellent plays coming from AJ Darkfire tonight. Emperor Uzumaki trying to make something happen, but it doesn't. Ooh, Nathrot might have been the sub they needed to get their momentum tonight. They said, look, we're the underdogs going in here, and we need to make something happen. And little did they know, they might have got a blessing in disguise. Two amazing players on that team, Baxen and Nathrot. And as we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Bushido boys take the win. Final kill coming from AJ Darkfire on Emperor Uzumaki. What a fantastic series by the Bushido boys, who take the win versus Bloodbath and Beyond. Bloodbath and Beyond is now officially out of this competition. Thank you so much for joining us, Bloodbath and Beyond. You were an excellent team. Seeing your progress through this tournament has been absolutely amazing. There's gonna be some trash talking in the building tomorrow. What an absolutely excellent match. AJ Darkfire, almost a completely different player from last night as far as I'm concerned, showing some absolutely stunning and amazing plays. Tony Bushido, also, all those weeks of practice, we talked about it last night, Tim and I. That man, since the tournament got announced, has been playing nonstop almost every day. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely insane. We'll be right back. We are going to set up our next match, which will be Khajit Has Wares versus the Paul Youngs. Two high-seeded teams, a very much anticipated match. Two teams that I believe have not been on stream yet, so this will be our first time seeing them in this competition. We'll be right back. We're going to go set off those matches. Thank you for joining us. I'm OG Goblin, and I will see you in just a second. And we are back from break. Welcome back, everybody, to For the Clout #1, the losers bracket. We just got done with Bloodbath and Beyond versus the Bushido boys in a rather decisive match. The Bushido boys, they came out and showed themselves tonight and captured themselves an absolute dub-dub, and we are in the lobby. We are ready to go. We are sending players their notification that we are about to get started as we speak. Another exciting match that people have been waiting for. The Paul Youngs, the most toxic team name in the game, versus Khajit Has Wares. We're starting the match right now in the background. Super excited for this one. Whew. Don't know who's going to take it. These are two high-seeded teams. They were expected to do well, and here they find themselves in the losers bracket. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. Here they find themselves in the losers bracket. It's got to be stressful for them, knowing you were a high-seeded team, and here you are. Realistically, it was inevitable. We had about 4 or 5 high-seeded teams in this tournament. It was only inevitable that at least one of them would end up in the losers bracket. But what a matchup to have. One, best of one, hardpoint, map of choice. Let's see how this plays out. I am absolutely psyched. Starting off on Alpha with Khajit Has Wares. The talk of the town in the building today was they might take this thing all the way. We're going to see tonight some utility goes out. The Wormholes gets the first pick of the match. Other half manages to break down Vin Hustle. Super exciting. This is already turning out to be a good match. No Life Sammy trying to get the flank around, manages to take out the Wormholes. Emergency Exit has himself planted on the spot and manages to maintain the hard point for the Paul Youngs. Vin Hustle, seeing through the smoke, manages to get a pick on Laser Arms, but the other half manages to pick off Vin Hustle as well as Emergency Exits. Wormholes is trying to make something shake. He pushes in, manages to take down the other half and secure the point for his team. Vin Hustle moving in on the spot, preparing himself for the next hard point, and here we go. They already have their self positioned and ready to get kills, ready to get points, and that is exactly what you do in hardpoint. You prep those rotations and you get yourself ready. Look at the level of teamwork with them both already in the point. Vin Hustle gets taken out, though, by No Life Sammy. Oh my gosh, it's moving so fast, it's hard to even keep track of this. I need to hire a spectator to know where the action is going to be. Emergency exit on the Hustle, holding it down. Vin Hustle gets taken out by other half. They're beginning their flank rotation. Some utility going out, a flash, checking in on emergency exit. Emergency exit manages to hold it down against other half. Holding the spot. Oh, No Life Sammy tries to get in there and make something happen. Oh! Just as you think emergency exit is about to get his next pick, Laser Arms manages to do what he needs to do. No Life Sammy coming in, getting ready to get on that capture point. And we already have emergency exit trying to capitalize on nobody else being there, but Other Life manages to get where he needs to be right now. It's looking like the Paul Youngs, 76-24. Collision's happening. No Life Sammy tries to keep the wormholes out of it, but he manages to do what he needs to do. Gets himself a defensive posture, but other half lays his claim. Vin Hustle comes in for the revenge, makes it work. No Life Sammy trying to position himself on the high ground. Is he going to make something happen? He manages to get the pick off on Vin Hustle. No Life Sammy. Wormholes, knows he's in danger, is trying to get in there. Doesn't know what to do, but manages to maintain. Getting some much-needed points on the board for Khajit Has Wares. Vin Hustle trying to get a position over there in that window. Doesn't work. Unfortunately, Wormhole's trying to get in there, but Khajit Has Wares has a stranglehold on where they need to be. The rotation is starting slow this time around. No Life Sammy is trying to make his way over there, and as you can see, Emergency Exit is also making that push. Emergency Exit is going to meet Other Life, and Other Life doesn't make it to where he needs to be. The positioning is held by Khajit Has Wares. A chance to get points on the board. Emergency Exit trying to make the flank through the building. Might be able to get the drop on both Laser Arms and Sammy. Does get Laser Arms, trying to get the pick on Other Half. Other Half gets laid out. Sammy trying to come in for the knife kill, and he doesn't get the knife kill, but he does take out his target. A fantastic play by No Life Sammy, trying to make sure that his team is getting those points on the board. Bravo is trying to make something happen. The push coming in from Vin Hustle. Sammy trying to make sure he gets all of his corners covered. Vin Hustle coming in. Who's that coming over the building? It's the Wormholes. Gets the drop kill on No Life Sammy, and they hold it down, getting those points continuously on the board. You got to admit, the performance tonight from the Paul Youngs is very hot. The rotation's beginning. Wormhole's trying to make sure they get every last one of those points. No Life Sammy already on the hard point. They know what they need to do. Let's be realistic here. They are way down. There's at least a 50-point deficit happening right now. They have to hold a hard point for the duration if they are going to get themselves back on the board. And it looks like they're doing that so far. They've held it for 20 seconds, and I might have spoke too fast. That caster curse is something crazy, man. The Wormholes managed to get the pick on No Life Sammy. Trying to get the other picks, managed to pick one off on Other Half. Lays down some utility, and here we have it. Once again, they have themselves in control of a hard point. I don't know what is up with the synergy with Khajit Has Wares tonight, but they have to do something if they are going to hold it down. The point is contested. They're just sitting there happy right now, breaking up those points. And you gotta ask yourself right now, if you're the Paul Youngs, are we going to make a full push on this and try to get those last 5 points? Or are we going to go ahead and make our decision to move over to the new hard point? Sammy has made that decision for his team. He is there defending. Finally, catching up to the Paul Youngs. Defensive posturing on the window, manages to get the Wormholes out, but once again, emergency exit slides in, gets taken out by the Other Half, and the Laser Arms is there, holding it down, but gets taken out by Vin Hustle. Again, their points creep up the board. They're holding down their spot. No Life Sammy pushing in, doesn't see Vin Hustle on the 4, gets taken out, trying to get a pick on Wormholes, but he got around the corner too quick, and just didn't see Vin Hustle's in the mix. Wormholes has an eyesight on No Other Life, and gets the kill with the grenade. Gets taken up by Laser Arm. Vin Hustle just sitting there in that point, laying down, trying to relax, makes it work for himself a little bit, but finally gets taken about by No Life Sammy, getting points on the board. gets taken out again by the Wormholes. The Wormhole said, look, I'm just hyped up from seeing Guardians of the Galaxy. I just came home, turned on the Xbox, didn't say hello to the wife, sit down, trying to get these matches in. Shout out to the Wormholes, doing absolutely excellent in this series. Emergency exit. And Vin Hustle holding on the spot. Other half tries to penetrate into the hard point, but fails. Vin Hustle gets the pick. Laser Arms potentially trying to flank right now. Gets taken out. No Life Sammy trying to come in and make all the difference. Other half gets taken out by Vin Hustle. You have to admit, tonight they are performing. The Wormholes gets taken out by No Life Sammy. Tries to make it in there, tries to get that hard point. He's got to do something, and he absolutely knows it. There is a 70-60 starting point deficit. They've got to do something. No Life Sammy pushes in, putting in the work for his team, tries to get the drop on the Wormholes. But those drop shots, man, that's why people don't play this game sometimes. What are you going to do in a situation like that? Oh my gosh. The rotations begin anew. 5 seconds till the new hard point activates. The Wormholes hold it down, laying down the utility, preparing themselves. Vin Hustle takes out Other Life. I'm thinking that they are feeling confident about where they are tonight. Emergency exit, playing stealthy, but it doesn't work out for him too much. No Life Sammy saw he was there and got the business. They take out their utility and they finally start getting more points on the board, slowly eating away at that deficit. 50-point deficit here right now. All they have to do is hold, and we have an interesting match. Sammy, about to pop off, gets taken out by the Wormholes. Laser Arms takes out the Wormholes. Oh my gosh, the performance tonight by both these teams is absolutely immaculate. You have to be hyped up watching this. No Life Sammy is doing the work. Other half is coming in, laying them down as he needs to. They're holding down the defensive point. Khajit Has Wares has an opportunity here to put some much needed points on the board. The question is, who is going to make the rotation, because that can make all the difference. When No Life Sammy gets on his way, when he starts to run, he gets to where he needs to be. But Other half picks up the slack after No Life Sammy's death and is the first person defending the hard point. If they can hold it for at least 20 seconds, they will be in a much better position. We are looking at a very, very tight match tonight. The Wormholes trying to flank. Doesn't work out for him, does not get the pick. No Life Sammy once again putting in that work for his team, laying out emergency exit and Vin Hustle. They have fantastic positioning, and for the first time in this match, they are in a leading position, 205 to 191. Little do they have to go, and little do they know that they could potentially win this one, completely taking out the Paul Youngs in a much needed situation where they need those points. You would think that they would group up, but no, it doesn't happen. They need to get in there right now, otherwise they might be saying goodbye. Vin Hustle getting the pick. Other half trying to surprise. Doesn't work out. Vin Hustle trying to get in there for the melee. It doesn't work out for him. Guys, I think we are seeing what I would consider a little minor reverse sweep here. The Paul Youngs coming in and losing it in the last bit of the match. Say it ain't so. They have managed to get on the brand new hard point, but when I say they will have to hold it for the duration of this match, they cannot afford to let the Khajit Has Wares get this hard point, and they knew it, but there was nothing they could do about it. We are looking at a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. It was looking like the Paul Youngs, but as it stands right now, Khajit Has Wares is all but 10 points away from taking this match. Can No Life Sammy hold it down for his team? The team is taken out. The hard point is won, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we have our series winners. Congrats to Khajit Has Wares. They have everything they need, or I thought. Oh my gosh, could it happen in just this brief second that the Paul Youngs managed to hold them back by 2 points? Is it possible? The Wormholes holding down in that cover. Ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely insane what we are watching right now. The new hardpoint is live, and it is too late for the Paul Youngs to make the rotation. Ladies and gentlemen, this series winner is Khajit Has Wares in what I would call one of the most intense matches we have had in this entire competition. Shout out to Khajit Has Wares, absolutely showing themselves this series. And thank you for playing to the Paul Youngs. An absolutely fantastic match. And I do mean it when I say probably one of the most exciting matches in this competition. But the Paul Youngs get knocked off of the board. And we move on to the final match. pardon, not the final match, but the second to last match in the losers bracket. Bloodbath and Beyond versus Khajit Have Wares. Pardon, Has Wares. What is Khajit going to be selling coming into this next match? I am not sure, but hopefully the Bushido boys have brought some coin to actually take them out of inventory. We are going to go to a quick break to get this match set up. Thank you for joining. Do not go anywhere. As you know the name, I am OG Goblin, and I will see you in just a second. And we're back. Welcome to the final match of For the Clout #1 Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. We are here at our final match of the night. This match will decide who goes on to play in the losers final tomorrow against either BB3 or the Carolina Reapers, which is also going to just be an amazing match. I once again want to give a shout out to all of the teams that played in this tournament, and I'm going to say them by name because they absolutely deserve it. The Carolina Reapers, Nightshade, the Bushido Boys, Voldemort, Khajit Has Wares, the Paul Youngs, BB3, Bloodbath and Beyond, and the Kamikaze Experience. We have been trying to make this happen for the better part of a year and some change, and without a lot of these amateur teams coming in and saying, hey, we want to give it a shot. We want to give it a shot, and we want to try playing. We couldn't have done it without y'all. So, thank you so much for playing. Sorry if I freaked out there. I forgot to set myself to Codcaster, and we're good, I believe. Yes, we are good. We're going to send it over right now to the match. Let's get into it. Bloodbath, pardon. I've made that mistake twice now. The Bushido Boys versus Khajit Has Wares, a match that everyone has been excited to see on my end, because this is going to decide a lot of the simulated brackets that we have run. I cannot wait to see this happen. Alpha, we have Khajit Have Wares. Bravo, we have the Bushido Boys, AJ Darkfire on the cam. They're moving in towards that hard point. Moving in fast, too. Nathrod gets the pick on No Life Sammy. AJ Darkfire gets the pick on other half, and AJ Darkfire picks Laser Arms. They are starting strong, baby. It is looking good. Let's see if Khajit Has Wares can make some ground up. Laser Arms tries to get a pick on AJ Darkfire. AJ Darkfire uses the force and feels the death coming, but he does get the pick on Nathrod. AJ Darkfire trying to lay down suppressing fire. It might have been a mistake, but once again, his Spidey sense kicks off and he gets out of there. Tony Bushido flanks and manages to get the kill and gets the drop on other half, maintaining their positioning on the hard point. We're looking at 20-1. Tony Bushido, a 5-kill streak, and once again, I caster curse everybody, and Laser Arms takes Bushido out of his kill streak, takes down Nathrod as they try to get on the point. 3 seconds remaining, the rotation begins. Who do we have on the point? It was Laser Arms moving over. Other half manages to get there first and stakes claim to the hard point. We see some flanks coming in on AJ Darkfire, trying to get into that building. Nathrod coming in from the other side. A pincer move happening. Oh, a big firefight. Laser Arms takes down AJ Darkfire and Tony Bushido. Nathrod manages to take out No Life Sammy, gets in the building. Other half to take out Nathrod, and they get their positioning, finally putting them in the lead, 28-25, and they say, we're gonna hold it. Other half starts to get some picks on the other players. We see a matchup happening in between Laser Arms and Tony Bushido. Laser Arms walking away with the pick, other half walking away with another pick on Nathrod. They hold it down, 18 seconds to go. No Life Sammy just creeping around the map trying to get those kills, make sure they can't get on that hard point. Gets the pick, manages to start an altercation with Tony Bushido, but he gets laid out. Tony Bushido laid out by Laser Arms as they begin to make those rotations. Laser Arms takes out Nathrod as they get in position, lay down utility, and are the first on the hard point, taking a substantial lead over the Bushido Boys. AJ Darkfire looking for a pick, managed to get No Life Sammy, and managed to get a drop on Laser Arms. There's going to be so much to talk about in the back of Precinct tomorrow. AJ Darkfire destroys the utility, managed to getting a stronghold on the hard point for his team. Holding down position. They begin to flank, other half and Laser Arms. Coming in on the left side of the building, Nathrod manages to get a pick on No Life Sammy. AJ Darkfire manages to get another double pick on Laser Arms and other half. I have to tell you, I am just shocked by AJ Darkfire's performance. He lays down his trophy system and holds down his position. They said, we are getting these points. We are going to get back where we need to be. AJ Darkfire's popping off tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He gets the pick on other half. Ooh, No Life Sammy comes in, though, with his own double pick and manages to try to get in there. But Nathrot says, no, we want these points. The rotation begins. Other half trying to make his way to the brand new hard point. Sees Tony Bushido. Tony Bushido gets caught lacking, and you know what happens. You get clapped up. Other half takes him out. Tony Bushido trying to redeem himself, coming back around for the flank. Nathrot gets the drop on Laser Arms. Tony Bushido just trying to make something happen, trying to make sure they can't get in there and get more points, but it doesn't work out for him. You've got No Life Sammy on the defense, and when that happens, you just never know if he's going to keep that iron grip on the hard point. And 9 times out of 10, I say yes. AJ Darkfire manages to creep up on other half, gets the kill, thinks something's gonna happen, but once again, No Life Sammy is playing no games. All right, he said, look, I'm in it to win it, baby. We are gonna do what we gotta do. No Life Sammy holding it down for those last 10 seconds. The rotation begins on the new hard point. We've already got one member trying to get over there and make something happen. AJ Darkfire laying down that trophy system. You really almost can't play these modes without that trophy system knocking out that utility. Whoo! Without it, I would be a scared man. Other half takes out Tony Bushido. Laser Arms trying to take out that trophy system from Nathrot. Nathrot trying to hold down his positioning. No Life Sammy makes it an inevitability once again that he's going to do what he needs to do to get where he needs to get. Finally, the Bushido boys are starting to get some points on the board. They make it work a little bit for them. Nathrot tries to gets a kill on Laser Arms and does a little dance. So we like to see that. No Life Sammy coming around, doing the work for his team as he does, getting the double pick, the 2-stack. Puts himself in a defensive position. He says, we're going to get these last 10 seconds. Every second counts. What's our rotations looking like? We have Bushido moving in, gets the drop on Laser Arms, trying to position himself to get the first few points on this hard point. We are in another position where these teams are going to have to make every second count. Little does he know, No Life Sammy is trying to move in, has the anticipation to throw into the window, but little does he know the trophy system is on the ground. Tony Bushido sets himself up for the pick on the stairs and manages to take out No Life Sammy. Little does he know Laser Arms is coming up. He's trying to get himself into a position where he doesn't get picked off. Manages to drop down there and get a tag on Laser Arms, but he doesn't manage to get the kill, but AJ Darkfire backs him up. He said, look, this is my depot, mate. We are going to get in here. We're going to do what we got to do so we can talk that smack tomorrow morning. But you will have to ask yourselves, is 3 trophy systems even really that necessary? Maybe it is, because they are holding down that point and bleeding it dry as much as they can. Laser Arms does manage to get that pick, and they move in. And to my understanding, I believe Tony Bushido shot off some friendly fire and took out AJ Darkfire. That smack talk might be going across the kitchen table. I think so, because I would be a little mad myself if that happened to me. They do manage to squeak in some points over there on the hard point as we begin our rotations on to the next. Other half. First one to make ground. You gotta wonder how that rotation worked out over there. Unfortunately, 2 members of the Bushido boys were down, so they couldn't get over there as fast as they want to. That is unfortunate because they are going to need every second they can get. Tony Bushido trying to make his way in. AJ Darkfire on that journey manages to get squeaked in there. Tony Bushido manages to get that kill. Nathrot holding it down. AJ Darkfire gets laid out. No Life Sammy sees an opportunity, tries to take it but gets stunned. Takes the defensive posturing and then manages to take out Nathrot. And they're back getting those points on the board. You never know how this is going to play out. But once again, I said it, No Life Sammy is playing no games. They're holding down these points for as long as they can, and they are squeaking around to finally getting that last 250 that they need. No Life Sammy is a monster. If there is a player in this competition that has caught everyone by surprise right now, it is arguably No Life Sammy. Everywhere I turn while I'm at work, all I'm hearing is, Sammy is cracked, bro. And I absolutely believe it. How can you not after this performance? AJ Darkfire tries to do a little sneaky by sitting on top of his trophy system, but that is the only trophy that it looks like he's going to be able to get with what is happening right now. Only 45 points left for, oh my gosh, for Khajit Has Wares. The kills are just coming left and right. Right now is the moment the Bushido boys have to make something happen. Something has to get put on the board. I don't know what it is. They're going to have to do something special. Tony Bushido shooting down at the ground. I guess he's praying to something, trying to get something happening. No Life Sammy is just on a murder spree. You gotta watch out for serial killers like that, man. They're everywhere and you never know when you're gonna see them. We've only got 25 points left remaining on the board. Can they make something happen, the Bushido boys? I'm not too sure, because No Life Sammy is just here taking names and playing absolutely no games. The MVP of this tournament, maybe we're gonna have to see if they go up against BB3. He's doing his little dance because he knows what's about to happen. Only 10 points remaining. The Bushido boys have a loss in sight. I'm not sure they're going to be able to do what they need to do. Nathrod is trying to make an attack. They managed to get the kill on 2 members. Sees them in the corner, manages to take out other half and gets himself a positioning. Hopefully they can hold it. I'm not too sure. Laser Arms coming downstairs, tries to get a position, but doesn't see AJ Darkfire in the corner. We move over to other half, who gets taken out. The only person that could potentially save them now is No Life Sammy from them getting put more points on the board. Can he make it happen? Oh my gosh. They said, look guys, we're not going out like that. We need to get at least 200 on this board. We're going out firing. It doesn't work out for AJ Darkfire. He gets taken out by Laser Arms. Laser Arms takes out the pistol and takes out Tony Bushido, and he gets in for the final point. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first player in the losers finals, our first team in the losers finals. Khajit Has Wares with an absolutely fantastic series. Final kill coming in from Laser Arms. He didn't have to pull out the pistol, but he did. He said, look, y'all gonna remember me. No Life Sammy cannot get all the love in this tournament, and we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, an absolutely fantastic match, an absolutely amazing showing by Khajit Has Wares. They said, look, we are coming in hot, and we are going to take our position. We're going to get ourselves back up to that upper bracket, and we are going to catch some wins. What an insane final match for the night. I cannot believe we've managed to get something like this off the ground. Once again, I couldn't have done it without y'all, but we sit here now with the Bushido boys knocked off of the bracket, and we will pick back up tomorrow with our very first match, the Carolina Reapers, the #1 seeded team, versus BB3, the team that is catching a lot of people by surprise and are highly anticipated to watch. After that, whoever wins that match will fall down into the losers bracket, where they will go on to face Khajit Has Wares for the final spot in the upper bracket. The grand finals, whoever wins that best of 3 is going to take the trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, I am OG Goblin. You can catch me here on Twitch on this channel. Please, if you haven't followed, go ahead and hit a follow. It super supports me, and it super supports what we're doing at the MSN Esports League. You can find me here at OG Goblin Gaming. You can find me on Twitch at OG Goblin Games. You may have seen me on the Best Buy TikTok. You can find me on TikTok as well at OG Goblin Gaming. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I cannot wait to jump back on here tomorrow. You all have a fantastic night. I've been OG Goblin. You guys have been the spectators and players of the MSN Esports League. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic night.